by 2 lengths to Custodian and Lincoln Square. KGB is going well. KGB clear. Eponymous is flying home, but KGB has won it from Eponymous Lincoln Square. And the outside, still a length and a half away from Virtuous Circle. Tijuana in front, holding on. The favourite will win the start. Tijuana's won it from Vegeta Sand, Virtuous Circle. 100 metres to go. Bella Nipotina wearing it down. Cool and Getter a neck. Bella Nipotina's going to get close. Cool and Getter has just won from Bella Nipotina. From Darky Oak Thunderstruck. Alligator Blood. The gate is going to do it today. Alligator Blood won it 3/4 of a length. Photo second by Wolver Oak Thunderstruck.
Welcome back to my channel, everybody, for Group 1 Turnbull Stakes Day, also known as a moving day where the spring really begins. And if you don't get excited by like a card like this, you just simply haven't got blood running through your veins. Every card, every race is a stakes race. Absolutely incredible. And I think I can continue my good form and find some more winners, because I didn't do too badly at Mini Value last Friday night. I got 3 winners, but was a little bit more disappointing on Sunday, only finding Alligator Blood. But it only takes one. It only takes one at long odds to get you in front. And I found another Group 1 winner. So let's get into the preview and let's find the winners, and let's see if we can snag the Group 1 again this weekend. Race number 1 at Flemington is the listed Melbourne Trial Stakes to kick off proceedings. Mick Price and Michael Kent Jr. won this last year with Get in the Spirit, and I think that they can repeat the dose here with Charm Stone. Jamie Carr in the saddle, carrying 56 kilos, drawn barrier 8. Does get the lugging bit for the first time, though this is its first race start, and she has that in common with the rest of the field, all having their first race start. I'll go to Didi for second, 440. I think it's a pretty good price. Mount Olympus has won both trials leading in and has looked quite sharp doing so, 750, good price. And Pentalone for Damien Oliver and James Cummings at $16. $15, sorry, is a very good chance at running a place at the double figure odds. But I would Charm Stone, 25 to win in the listed Melbourne Trial Stakes, hoping that Mick Price and Michael Kent Jr. can go back to back. Race number 2 at Flemington is the listed Paris Lane Stakes, the favourite in Visionary, the hot pot at 250, and I think that it's going to be beaten here, the favourite. I still think it's a very good chance, but I think it's going to be beaten by Character, and I'll go through the reasons why now. Character is third up, was good last start in the Group 3 Cameron at Newcastle over the 1500 metres, so drops back 100 metres in distance. And I don't see that being any worry. Damien Lane with 55.5 kilos. You don't see Damien Lane riding for James Cummings very much. An important jockey booking and is an aggressive rider. Barrier 3 probably lands first couple. I wouldn't like to see it further back than forward of midfield or midfield. And I think it's a very good chance. Visionary obviously can win first up, but 215 first up off a long preparation, though was consistent over the winter in Melbourne, but it has had the 2 wins from 5 starts first up, but I think it'll need the run here. And on good ground, I'm happy to take it on 2 wins from the 8 starts. If we were dealing with a soft track, I would be much more confident with its chances. Though it does get Jamie Carr with 54 kilos and an outside barrier and barrier 8 for Visionary. The Garden, ever so consistent, won its last start, and it does get Craig Williams for Simon Wild. And Holbein, the more than likely leader in the race, 54.5 kilos, and does draw to get the rail in barrier 1. At $34, I thought he was over the odds, but Character, $30 the win and 10 the win on Visionary for mine in the listed Paris Lane Stakes. Race number 3 at Flemington is the Group 3 Edward Manifold Stakes. She's Lickety Split is my own top selection here, and I think she's absolutely going to bolt in for Damien Lane and Andrew Forsman. 5 from 3, already a Group 1 winner, and her class showed through last start on a very unsuitable track, a heavy 8, where I did my form for a soft 5, good 4. My tips immediately went out the window when we got that downgrade at that track, but I think she's just going to win here. Gets the blinkers for the first time, and market already says that she's the one to beat, and I think so as well. I think she's clearly the one to beat. So I got $40 to win on there. Sumatra for second. James Cummings trained, and D. Oliver to ride. Good chance at $5. Taj Need. I thought that it's interesting that Damien Lane picks the other horse to ride, where he rode Taj Need on debut, but does get a good jockey booking in Josh Parr, 56 kilos, barrier 7 for the Snowdens is going to go run really well here. And Typhoon Titmus probably hasn't lived up to its debut performance win, but keen to see it again. But she's lickety split for mine in the Group 3, Edward Manifold Stakes, 40 the win. Race number 4 is the Group 2 Rose of Kingston Stakes for the mares over the 1,400 metres, and I'm with Pride of Jenny, the leader here. I think she's going to kick away and be way too good for this field. And at 440, she's already been backed in from 460, so I'd say back it now because I don't think you'll get over the 4 mark on race day. Yearning for second, the Group 1 winner, was excellent in its return behind Lady of Honour and Kiss on All Four Cheeks at Flemington in the Let's All Up at Group 2 level over the 1,400 metres. The query is staying at 1,400 for her, but though does get Damien Thornton. Probably was always going to be his ride and will improve second up. Argentia, first up for Damien Oliver, 550 for the Freedmans. Interesting Ollie rides for the Freedmans. You don't see that again very often, but I'd like to see her do it first. And Tycoon Evie, the one I thought was way over the odds at $23 because she's going to run a really good race here at the $23 quote. But I'm with Pride of Jenny, 25 to win in the Group 2 Rose of Kingston Stakes. Pretty keen. Race number 5 is the Group 2 Danehill Stakes over the 1,100 metres down the straight. One horse race again here. Giga Kick will be winning this. 3 from 3. Clayton Douglas trains Craig Williams to ride, 58.5 kilos. Is even money in from 240. I would say back it now because this horse will start long in the red on race day, and it's clearly the one to beat. Second start down the straight, won impressively, then went to Caulfield and had to reel in the leader in Alpha 1 and did so impressively. Very good win, and Matty Hill nailed his call that day. I think he'll nail it again because I think this horse will be 3 lengths in front of the clock tower and they won't catch her. Buena Noches for second. Won the race on protest last start, and I think it's a very good chance again, though does draw wide and barrier 12, so that's my one query with it. Duel, I like to see it improve back on top of the ground. Jamie Carr on. If this is going to be a serious Cornwall contender, it's got to show here. And Swiss Exile, I thought the top weight for Annabelle Neesham and John McNeil can be competitive, but the Group 2, Danehill Stakes, we won by Giga Kick, and she'll make herself 4 from 4. 75 to win, just wins. Race number 6 at Flemington is the Group 3 Bart Cummings over the 2,510 metres. And what a trainer Bart Cummings was, training a lot of Melbourne Cup winners. And this race actually gets you a golden ticket into the Melbourne Cup. So I think that Darshon Sweet Jr. is going to win it for Jamie Carr and Philip Stokes. He's ticked the 32 box already, winning the Adelaide Cup impressively. And then I think went to the Sydney Cup and was very competitive, running third in that race behind Shiraz and Knight's Order. I think $6 is a good price to find out if this horse is ready to go here. But look, it's third up, coming up from the 2,000 to the 2,510. I know it's a big distance leap, but you got to trust the stable, and you do get Jamie Carr. 2 big initiatives for this horse to be winning, and I think it will be. Interpretation, the market said it was there to run well last start, and I think it was slightly disappointing last start in its run. It wasn't the run you wanted to see coming into a 2,500 meter staying feature, though it did run well. I'm not saying it did run well. I'm saying it ran well, but didn't produce when wanted to. But I still think he can win. Vow and Declare, the very interesting runner in this race, is at 2 runs. This is its 3rd run back for the preparation. I think it's going to run an absolute beauty here. Obviously, they're on the way to the Melbourne Cup, and last start did run over the 2,500 metres at Flemington, running 3rd to High Emotion. Very good run, and a very good chance at $10. I think it's over the odds. And King of the Castle at 23 for the Williams team. But the way I'm going to play the Group 3 Bart Cummings is 20 to win Darshon Sweet Jr. and 12 to win on interpretation. Race number 7 at Flemington is a Group 1 Turnbull over the 2,000 metres, and I think a roughie's going to win it in Surefire. Blake Shid riding at 54.5 kilos for Chris Willett, and he's drawn barrier 11. He won't get in trouble from that gate. And I think it's a good chance. 2 from 3 on good ground with a second placing, and 2 from 4 at 2,000 metres with a second placing. And it's the first time this horse is going to see good ground since arriving in Australia. Last 2 runs are complete forgives. Wide in the Chelmsford, then ridden the wrong way in the Kingston town, and was still good enough to run 5th on both occasions. Super consistent horse, and I think he'll be winning here. And at $14, already been backed in from 20s, very good chance. Jewis, the one who'll be storming down the outside for Joshy Parr. Drawn barrier 5, 57 kilos, loves it 2,000, loves it third up. And I think she won the... I'm pretty sure that she won the Australian Cup third up last preparation. It was a very strong win where the horse did win the Australian Cup. Gold Trip I've got for third. I thought it was slightly under the odds. I still think it's a very good winning chance, but I thought it was under the odds. $3.80 respectively. Third up, Jamie Carr, though does drop a lot in weight. Inspirational Girl is absolutely dynamic. Second up, 4 from 4. And has a very elite record on good ground. 8 from 13 with 2 seconds. So very good chance and will be storming home late. But I'm with Surefire. 35 the win on the class horse in the race. And 20 the saver on Jewis, who'll be storming home from the back in the Group 1 Turnbull. Race number 8 at Flemington is the Group 2 Gilgai Stakes over the 1,200 metres down the straight. And I'm with Rockin' Horse. Third up, was good last up, running second. Third up, I think can win. Goes on anything, loves Flemington, has had 2 starts for a win in the near market and a second last start to Baller. $7.50 I think is a very good price, and barrier 13, I'm not worried about the gate at all. And I think Mark Moran has got a pretty smart straight track horse on his hands. Baller, the horse that beat him last start, I got for second. Tony Gullen trains Blake Shinder ride with 59 kilos, was a good win first up, and will improve off the run to its second up run. 2 wins from 7 starts, second up with 2 placings, 1 for 1 Flemington and 7 from 18 at the distance. A good chance. It's Our Time, always as consistent as ever, and Swats that is too short at $5.50. I'd want $10 to make that horse. But for mine, Rockin' Horse, 25 to win in the Group 2 Gilgai Stakes. Race number 9 at Flemington is the listed Superimpot Stakes over the 1,800 metres, and I'm with the favourite in Art Zeno. Mick Price and Michael Kent Jr. I think they'll win the first. I think they'll win the last with this horse because he's very smart. That maiden win at Sandown was awesome. Up to the 1,800 metres. D. Oliver on. He might have a couple of Derby horses to choose from, D. Oliver, and this might be another one of them when it gets the win here. 1,800, no problem at all. I think it'll be winning here with 57 in the last for Damien Oliver and the Mick Price and Michael Kent Jr.'s team in the Superimpose. With a lot of the runners coming out of the Derby trial, and the horse that won that race is Mr. Maestro. It was a very good win. Damien Lane Sticks back on top of the ground. Genuine contender here. Kapakiri was the flashing light in that race. And Makalu for... Anabonisham, I thought could run really well at $51, but I'm with Art Zeno in the last. 35 the win. I think he'll just win. Thank you for watching my preview for Group 1 Turnbull Stakes Day. Hope I've found some winners and I hope you back some winners. See you next weekend, and I hope you've enjoyed the preview.